Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you a new watercolor set. This is a new floral theme watercolor palette from Paul Rubens. It comes beautifully packaged in this box and I'm already impressed by it. There's this leaflet that has the list of all the colors and the swatch chart. And then there is this elegant pink box. Paul Rubens has an older version of this box which is also pink, but this is a new floral version and has brand new colors except for 7 colors that can be found in the older version also. I like that the colors come individually packaged. It gives such a professional touch to these paints. Let's open up these little packages. Each color has a number and a name. For example, this is 8233 and the name is Permanent Lemon Yellow. On the other side, there are some other details, but they are not in English. I'm going to peel it off like this. It comes off pretty easily. So this is what I usually do. I put the paint back on the label, push it up the sides. So this way you always have the information of the colors with you. So if you lose the swatch chart, you will still have the information with you. This is Permanent Yellow Medium. This is Permanent Orange Yellow. So as I open each color, I'm going to record the name on the swatch chart. If you go to the Amazon site, you can find the names of all the colors in English, along with other information such as the pigments, transparency, and weather resistance. So this is what the colors look like. I'm going to start swatching them. I really like the colors so far. The pigments are very deep and vibrant, and they seem to blend well with water. I also like the range of colors. As I have mentioned before, Paul Rubens has an older version of this palette. Some of these colors that I have check marked: Permanent Yellow, Indian Yellow, Permanent Violet, Cobalt Blue, French Ultramarine, Hooker's Green, and Burnt Brown can be found in the older version. But rest of the colors are brand new. I have cut out two 4 by 6 inches watercolor paper, and since this is a floral theme palette, we are going to paint some flowers. So for the first one, I'm going to pick some colors from the pink and red range. Let's start with the Chinese red. So I'm going to start with the wet on dry technique by placing the color directly on the paper. Then I'm going to pick more water and dilute the paint and continue to paint the flower. While the paint is still wet, I'll add more color and blend it out and continue the process with the rest of the flower. So this is a combination of both wet on dry and wet on wet techniques that I use in my paintings. Now I'm picking up some rose red. It is a pinkish red. And I'm going to again use the wet on wet technique to create some more petals with this rose red. I like how the colors blend very well with each other as well as with the water, and they create these subtle transparent layers. And the colors are so vibrant also. They have a very rich pigment. I'm trying to showcase as many colors as I can from the palette. For the center, I'll use a mix of this permanent green and sienna tape. For the stem and leaves, I'll use a combination of olive green and hooker's green. These are also my favorite greens. So I'm going to add some nickel yellow to cypress brown to add some details to the center. Since this palette does not have a black, I'm going to use burnt brown to paint these dots. So I'm going to finish this painting by adding these veins and some splatters. For the second flower, I'm going to use colors from the yellow and orange range and maybe add some purples. So I'm going to start the petals with Indian yellow. I'm going to paint them very loosely and then dot permanent orange yellow in the center. Let them blend. You can see how the two colors are blending very well with each other and creating this soft look. For the filler flowers, I will pick lavender violet and permanent violet. For a soft background, I'm picking cobalt blue. I really love the way the flowers turned out, and I like the color selection in the palette. It's definitely a very floral friendly palette. I love the pigments, they're very rich and deep. And even after the painting has dried, you can see that the colors are still very vibrant. The colors work very smoothly on paper and blend easily with each other. That makes them perfect for the technique that I just showed you in this flower. These colors are also very light fast and weather resistant. The reason why these colors are so vivid and so easy to mix and light fast, it's because these paints are created from ultra pure pigments. They also use extra fine gum arabic. My final thoughts on the set are, I really like this palette. The colors are very easy to work with and they blend beautifully. The set is available on Amazon right now. I'll leave the link in the description below. I would definitely recommend this to anyone who's looking for new colors, whether you are a beginner or a professional artist. This set can meet all your needs. It's a slender box that can fit easily into your handbag, and that makes it very travel friendly. I hope you enjoyed watching this review. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.